Alright guys, so UFC 276 just wrapped up and I thought I'd do a little breakdown or, a little rant on this event. Just kind of talk about the last three fights. So let's just jump straight into this. So, Strickland versus Pereira. Dude, what the fuck was this? What the fuck? Can any one of you explain to me what the fuck this was? So, let me just preface this by saying I like Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland's cool. He's funny. He's got decent stand-up. He's got a good ground game. But what the fuck were you doing, man? So his whole game plan against a decorated kickboxer like Alex Pereira is to basically keep his hands down. He's going to keep his hands by his chest. And he's going to walk very slowly towards Mr. Pereira. And in the meantime, just throw a little fucking lackluster fucking punch here and there and a little, 1-2 teep kicks. That's your fucking game plan, bro? It boggles the mind. I mean, yeah, okay, we're sitting on the couch and, we can criticize this, but yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. We're criticizing this shit, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know what his game plan was, what he was trying. I mean, I guess he was trying to keep him backing up so he couldn't kick or whatever. I mean, that's what I got out of this. But a game plan was fucking awful, man. I don't know if he was fucking mesmerized by Pereira's fucking abs or whatever. I don't know, man. But dude got fucking slept. He barely did anything. He didn't even keep his fucking hands up, man. Pereira's a fucking cobra, man. He'll spring to action. He'll take you out. You can't just walk him down with your hands down and hope for the best. The guy'll get you. One thing I don't understand about these things is like, why don't you take him down? I know that Alex Pereira has been training with Glover Teixeira and his ground game is not all that great. He's predominantly he is a kickboxer. He's not predominantly. He's a kickboxer, basically, who's learning to grapple. But why the fuck wouldn't you take him down? Why? Can someone tell me? I don't understand. Me no understand. I don't get it. But yeah, great game plan, Strickland. Great. It was wonderful. Worked out well for you. Strickland got slept, and, he when he got up, he was acting all upset and waving his hands and whatever. I don't know what the fuck he was trying to say or whatever. Why are you upset? There's no reason for you to be upset. I mean, yeah, you lost. Yeah, of course, you're upset about that. But, dude, your game plan was fucking garbage. Yeah, so bottom line, Alex Pereira is a fucking stud. He's super dangerous standing up. And to be honest, I mean, what? He's like 3-0 in the UFC now? I mean, put him up against Izzy. Just let's see what happens. I want to see that fight. What do you guys think? You want to see that fight? Or what, you want to see fucking Izzy Costa too? The inflated fucking Ricky Martin? Nah, I don't want to see that. The fucking hair plug Ricky Martin that didn't even fucking do anything? Just like fucking Strickland? Nah, I'm good. Alright, so the next one was Max Holloway against the Violent Hobbit. This was a great fight. It was a back and forth, Max got in a lot of good punches and kicks. Volkanovski was looking extremely good in this one. Volkanovski is leveling up. The dude is grinding, man. Ever since his last fight against the Korean Zombie, dude has been looking fucking good. What do you guys think? His boxing is looking sharp. He's got the power. He's got the endurance. I'm slowly becoming a fan of Volkanovski's, but I don't know, man. He's just looking good these days. Max Holloway, I love him, but I think this pretty much settles it. It's 3-0 for the Hobbit, and when the fight was over, Max Holloway looked like he'd been in a car crash, and Volkanovski looked like he had been on a walk in the fucking Shire looking for pipe weed or whatever. Every time Volk would hit Max, you get this reaction. Every time Max would hit Volk, nothing happened. When you looked at Volkanovski's face, he barely looked touched up. He had a small cut. That's it. He didn't look like he had been in a fight at all. And Max's face was just fucked. And we all know that Max's whole thing is not the whole power thing. He's a volume fighter. He'll just kind of overwhelm you like a Tony Ferguson will, but I don't think that's going to work against Volkanovski. You got to take him out. You either got to submit him or just knock him out. This whole volume thing is not going to work against him. We've already seen this 3 times now. Didn't work. So I think this one's pretty much settled. Volkanovski's got the win on this one. And as much as I love Max, it was kind of hard to watch when he's getting beat to fucking bits, you know? But, you know, what are you gonna do? It was a great fight. I hope Max bounces back quick because I love watching him fight. He's a character, but I don't know. I just don't see him beating Volkanovski. What do you guys think? Alright, so on to the main course. Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier. You know, I've heard a lot of people say recently, they've been complaining, they've been saying stuff like, why is everybody giving Israel such a hard time because he plays video games and watches anime? Why is nobody busting Max's balls? You know? Well, the short answer to that, Izzy is a fucking cringy fuck. He's a cringy fuck. You know, some things that he does is cool, I gotta admit, but a lot of things are just fucking cringe, man. You get that cringe meter going and it's just hard to watch. As a fighter, I love him. He's phenomenal. He's a fucking artiste. Max Holloway, he's not a cringy fuck. So that's why people are not making fun of him. So this fight, Jared Cannonier, I really like him, man. He was what, a heavyweight that went down to welterweight? He's got big power. Yeah, he's a quirky fuck, you know, with his pet rocks. And, you know, if you want to jerk off while you're rubbing your crystal collection, fine. I don't care, you know? I like him. He's, like I said, he's a quirky fuck. But what happened in this fight? You're not going to win against Izzy by trying to point fight. You know, you're not going to win against Izzy by kicking his leg a few times and throwing a punch here and there. You gotta knock him out or submit him. That's the only way to beat him. Cannonier could do it. He can do it. I believe it. But he just kind of froze up, I guess. The same thing with Anthony Smith and John Jones. It's like Anthony Smith just forgot what to do. He forgot his combos. Izzy against Costa. Costa is a fucking slugger, man. I know Costa is like fucking inflated Ricky Martin or whatever, but he can bang. Not only chicks, he can bang dudes too. Well, you know what I mean. He can stand and bang. But he didn't do anything. It's like he froze up. He was in awe. He was mesmerized by Izzy's fucking Sharingan or whatever the fuck that shit is called. Same thing with Cannonier, man. Yeah, he threw some good leg kicks. He tried a punch here and there, but that's not enough. I think DC said at some point, you just gotta get reckless, man. You just gotta go for it, and that's exactly what you gotta do against Izzy. When you're in round fucking 5 and you're down 3 rounds, yeah, you gotta get reckless. You didn't do it. You had him up against the cage, trying to clinch him, doing some damage from there, but it's not enough, man. It's not enough. It's kind of hard to watch because I like Cannonier. I know he could beat Izzy, but he just didn't do it. I hate watching these kinds of fights where I know some guy can beat the other guy, but he just doesn't. It irks me. It vexes me a lot. Something was going on. Maybe he was fucking awestruck or whatever. Oh my god, it's Izzy. But he didn't do enough. Izzy's cool. I like Izzy too. He's a fucking painter, man. He's a Picasso. But instead of using a brush, he uses kicks and punches. The guy's fucking really good. Sorry, Cannonier, just wasn't enough. I guess you should have consulted your fucking crystal ball or whatever. You know, it is what it is. It was an okay fight. Not a lot happened on Cannonier's end. I mean, Izzy was pumping that jab. He was doing his kicks like he normally does. A lot of feints. You guys know how Izzy operates at this point. And, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? You think Cannonier froze up or just was too cautious? Or, I mean, he was throwing punches. He was throwing kicks. Just not enough, dude. Another thing I don't really get is why the fuck doesn't anybody take Izzy down? We all know his weakest area is the ground, right? So you would think that people would be lining up to fucking take this guy down, right? But no. The only guy, yeah, I know he's got good takedown defense and all that, but people, they don't even try to take him down. Jan Blachowicz did it, yeah, and he's the only guy, incidentally, he's the only guy who won against Izzy, right? I don't know, I don't understand. Why the fuck wouldn't you want to take him down? When I think he's a purple belt on the ground? I don't know, man. I don't understand. If I was fighting Izzy, I'd be fucking spamming the fucking takedown. You'd think that you'd want to attack his weakest area, right? Which is his ground game, but nah. Apparently it's better to try to stand and bang with him. Whatever. Anywho, that's my take on these fights. Tell me what you guys thought of the event and the fights and all that fucking bullshit. Alright, peace out.